Hey, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are K&K Crochet, and welcome back to
Christmas Extravaganza.
That's right. And today we're going to share with you another pattern that we think that you just might like to make a project for somebody for Christmas. At the moment I'm busy untying it, so give me a second. Just might reach out and grab you. So anyway, what we were doing for Christmas Extravaganza, we are giving you a different pattern each day that we think that you might like. And we have created a project to see if it's something that you might like to make for somebody else in your life. And so I'm going to have to show you this the way it is and then undo it, or I'll never get it back together while we're sitting here because I'll have to thread it back through, and then I don't have time for that. So this is what I made, and it's just a little bag, and this string is nothing but, you know, a bunch of chains that I have made and strung through the pattern. So now I'm going to take that out so I can show you what I did. You don't have to take it all the way out, and I'm not going to, but I do have to string it out enough so that you can see. I was afraid I would lose it and wouldn't be able to pull it back together. Okay, so ta-da! Big surprise, right? It looks orange, but it's not. It's black and red. It's a checkerboard, and I just wanted to make one of these. I thought it would be cute for the kids. I don't know about you all, but my kids are always playing games, and this one is super, super portable. And no, I did not make checkers. Guess what I did? I went to the Dollar Tree, and for $1.25 you can get the little, and there was actually a plastic checkerboard that came with these, and so I threw it away, and I used it though to measure the squares for this, and there you go, there's their checkers. So here's what I did. I used dreamalittlebigger.com. I used their pattern, and I'll link it down below, and I used red and black mainstay and an I 5.5 hook, and of course it's still got the string around the edges, so that's why it's doing what it's doing. But you can take that out when they go to play with it, and then you have it like that. Let me see. I'm going to do that, and that way maybe it'll... There we go. Now, so, and you lay it out flat, and there's their little checkerboard. And so an I 5.5 and red and black mainstay, I chained 50 and double crocheted in the third chain from the hook, and then I did 24 rows of double crochet back and forth, and I carried my yarn with me. Yes, I did, all the way across, so I could switch from black to red. So you know how, if you don't know how to switch yarn, then you can look up, there are several videos on how to change colors of yarn, and when you get to the last pull through 2 on your double crochet and you're switching to another yarn, that last pull through comes from the new color. So from black to red, you pull the red through those last 2 black loops. I did that all the way across and carried my yarn the whole way, so you don't see anything behind or in front. It got carried along, and at first I thought, oh, it's going to show. This pattern's so busy it really doesn't show, so you're okay. And then around the edge I just did a single crochet in 2 stitches and then chain 2 around the whole way. Single crochet in 2 stitches, chain 2, single crochet in 2 stitches, chain 2. However you can get it to look that you want, that has these little loops, and that's what the string goes through. And so I thread the string all the way through and make it like a cinch up drawstring bag, and then I put the checkers in there so they can take it with them, and ta-da! There you have it. So it's a nice thing that you could do for your grandkids that they could have on the go. They don't have to have the board that doesn't bend and all those types of things, and it's just kind of cumbersome to use. This would be a nice thing, I think, to make for a nursing home. I do think if you're making it for a nursing home, you probably would want to make a little bit bigger and actually make the checkers, either sew them or crochet checkers, so that it's not a choking hazard. As I've found since my mom's been in the nursing home, there are lots of things that we don't think about when it comes to everyday practice. Like, we had poinsettias that Kristen sold for FFA, and we took them over there and they got thrown away. And when we asked why, they said, oh, we can't have them because certain residents' allergies and things like that, and if they would eat them, then it would be dangerous to them. So we didn't think about that. Of course, you know, they also didn't tell us that, so that we could take those and give them back to the people who donated them. But lesson learned, right?
Yeah.
And so just something you may not know. So when it comes to donations, just be careful about that kind of thing. But I just thought this was a super neat idea, and I'm sitting here restringing it so you can see it's just a drawstring. And super neat idea for kids, or maybe in your house that's something you'd want to do. You could make it as big as you want. I mean, if you want it bigger, you would just have to increase the number of stitches. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, mine were 6. So you just divide, you figure out how many blocks across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times how many ever stitches wide you want it to be would be how many stitches across you need, plus your extra on the end for turning when you make your first chain. And you can make it as big as you want and make those gigantic. I mean, you can make gigantic ones. I wanted to do tic-tac-toe and sew it to the back of this, but to be honest, by the time I got done doing this, when I tried to do the tic-tac-toe board, I was very frustrated trying to figure out how I was going to make it work, and that's because I had spent so much time trying to figure out the checkerboard and make it the way I wanted it, and so I just gave up on it. I didn't want to try and make them and put them together. But I will say, Cheryl from Cheryl's Creations since then has made a tic-tac-toe board, and it would be awesome for you to go over and check that out as well. And hers has Pac-Man as the little tic-tac-toe movers, and so I think hers is a paid for pattern, but I will link that video in here so that you know where it's at and you can check it out. Let us know in the comments below, is this something you would make for grandchildren or children in your life, or for where would you make it for? Senior center? What do you think? And let us know what you're working on for Christmas too. And don't forget to be kind,
because you don't know else is starting.
And come back tomorrow
For more Christmas extravaganza patterns.
That's right, because we're not done yet. Bye!